are my gingerbread house parts. This is one of the roof pieces. Here, I'll use the front for you to get an idea of the size. It's not a big house. This is easier if you're making it on the small side. Lining all my house parts with some black royal icing. I'll let that crust and then I'll be able to flood the surface of the cookie. These two cookies are the roof. As you can see, one is completed. I'm replicating the first cookie exactly here on the second one. I'm flooding the surface of the cookie and then I'll be doing some black lines and then dragging that with my needle tool to create some marbling. And then I'm adding a few dots to the edge there. And after I've done my black dot, I come in with the white icing and create a circle so that there's something to actually paint or color. I highly recommend you do some preliminary sketches before you start with the actual icing. And then once you have a general idea of what you're going to do, it's going to go a lot smoother once you're actually working with your icing. Flood the cookie in the white icing and then immediately drop your black lines in the base color, and then the icing will sink in and it will be a lot easier to color or to paint. Here is the side of the house. I did exactly the same technique, flooded the cookie in white icing and dropped my black lines, a simple window shutters and a little flower box, and the cookie's small so I didn't have to add a lot of stuff. Our cookies have dried overnight so we can handle them. This is the base. This kit comes with a cookie base and we're going to be attaching all that to this. Now here on the back of the front cookie I'm adding some icing like that, and I'm going to do 3 sides. Like so. And now this one here, press that in, and our 2 side pieces. My icing is very stiff, facilitates assembly. And final back piece. Like that. Now I'm using my finger to remove the excess icing. You just need to run your finger up the cookie to remove the excess. And now we can let that dry a little bit before we put on the roof. Here, if you look, you have these 2 exposed cookies, and if you want to hide that, you can pipe a little border. I'm going to do with a star tip a shell border going up just to hide that, and you're better to do it before you add your roof. It'll just facilitate the job. We're going to add the roof to our house, and I'm adding some royal icing to the edge of the roof here, and I'm going to pick up my 2 cookies and press that into my house. And again, I'm getting some oozing from adding the piece, so you can just wipe it off with your hand. Now I want to hide the edge of my cookies on my roof with some royal icing and a star tip. I'm piping along the edges, the top of the roof, the seam, hiding that also with some royal icing, adding the candies that I got in my gingerbread house kit. If you're planning on gifting your gingerbread house, you'll have to add some paint chips. I made some rectangle cookies and airbrushed them, and you can include 2 or 3 with your gingerbread house. And now allow me to demonstrate how easy it is to paint the gingerbread house with the airbrush paint chips. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial, and I hope you'll give it a try. I want to thank everyone that supports my channel. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.